thoughts around that particular scene that we see at the end, potentially going to be happening in a reunion next week? Who would like to go first? That question. Brittany, thank you. Your movement helped me. Thank you very much.
Did I move? I
You
moved.
just slightly moved. Everyone was being, even Chef J is absolutely as still as
No,
anything.
she's
Like I thought
stone
she was
cold,
frozen.
right? Um, I really don't have much to say. My only thing is, did he lie though? That's really all I got to say about that. That's how it looked on television, and then he's actually there.
Why do you think he would make such a statement though?
You know what? I really don't know how he's able to see all of that just from like however long they've been around each other. I mean, are they all sitting and do they have the cast in one room together at certain points? Is he watching them together as a couple? I mean, because you can see certain things when you watch two people interact with each other. But this is like way before the show was even put on television and produced and cut up and sliced up and put together, if that's what they did. But I mean, it's very telling if he's able to say that. And then a lot of other people are saying the same thing. So, I would just take it as criticism and try to fix yourself up and get it together. If that's what most people are saying, reevaluate, figure some things out. But I really have nothing more to say to that. Like, did he lie?
Mm, appreciate it, Brittany. Let me ask one of the guys then this, because let's put ourselves in Shon's shoes. If a man, remember they've this show already made you have your girlfriend date somebody. If a man gets that kind of response and says to you, "I thought you were the kid to your own girlfriend or fiance even now," how are you supposed to take that? Like, how are you? And in fact, no, how are you taking that? And what is your response? That's I want to ask the man them this question, Corey, because you're shaking your head a little bit. I'm gonna ask you, sir.
I honestly can't see anyone being bold enough to say that to me. However, if that was the case, um, I'll react in a way where he will know that I'm not her child. But I just can't really see that. But I can see why he said that to Shon. Shon does not display any masculinity to me. He sits there and LaRonda just pets him like a puppy all the time, rubbing his head, rubbing his shoulder. And it's okay. It's a time and a place for that. Nothing wrong with that. But with cameras on in front of people, don't pet me like that. I'm just a different type of guy. But I just see it's a lot of things in watching the show, and I think that's what Sir Charles was doing. He was watching episodes of the show, especially the episode where he was doing the push-ups and crying and stuff, just because she went on a date. Those are tendencies of someone who is not very masculine. So if Sir James saw that, that's all the ammunition he needed to go on there and talk to him. Anyway, if a man is bold enough to say that to your face, that means he really thinks he can take you. I'm just talking from a man's perspective. He really thinks he can take you because those are really fighting words. You don't disrespect another man like that unless you know you got hands on him. So for Shon to sit there and just make a little joke, kind of further prove my point. He didn't really react the way that an alpha or a sigma male would react in a situation like that. But I just think that it was something that Sir James saw, and he saw previous episode, and so okay, I can go ahead and try this guy. I like her. I'm gonna punk you in front of your girl, pretty much. He tried.
Mm. Yeah, and I'll come back to you, Corey, because we'll have a discussion about it. Because I think it's really important to talk about this from the male's perspective in terms of why a male does this, right? Because he sent him to the gallows. That's basically what he did. He sent Shon to the gallows. Shon, what are you saying?
Yeah, I would say that that's not a comment that's gonna go far. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna make a situation where we're gonna be comfortable on the same stage with each other. You talking like that. That's just not gonna work. Now, what's interesting is, I think for Sir James, I'm not sure what his intentions were with throwing that out there, because to me it just seems like he's just hating, right? Because clearly they're engaged. I don't know, what the state of their relationship is today. It looks like they're still together. So what's your motivation, right? Are you trying to save face? Are you trying to continue this narrative of pecking away at him to make yourself look better? Like, what's the end? Like, that's what I'd be thinking. Like, what's the end game here, bro? Like, what what's the end game? What are you looking for? Would be my question. So that we can get on the same page. Like, what you looking for here with these kind of comments? Because we together. So she could be my mama, but what's next? So I don't understand what his goal was. If he's trying to get famous or for throwing shots at Shon. But for me, it would be a non-starter, and that'd be problematic. That kind of comment, especially and right on TV. Yeah, no, we're not good. So
Yeah, do you know what? It's interesting. I think because first of all, like I don't think I know there are men that are disrespectful, right? There's a handful of men that are just disrespectful. Don't matter who you are, they're gonna try and disrespect, right? But what you said, Corey, is absolutely true, right? Which in the sense of if a man does that, he's got fighting words, bruv. He wants a fight, bro. He thinks he can take you in a fight. But not only just that, Sir James would have never started this if he already hadn't lost respect for him in the first place, right? Whatever he views him as, that is what's got to this point where he makes that comment, right? And so I think if I'm in that situation, I don't think I'm in that situation. I don't think I'm in that situation because, like I said, I think as a man, this is what I'm saying about his behavior. As a man, you govern your territory. You know what I'm saying? By the way you walk, by the way you talk, and the way you move. Now, money's an issue, but it's not the biggest issue as why men don't respect you. They don't respect you because, fam, if you haven't set that good boundary, you don't let people know, listen, it's not me you're going to play that game with, then men are always going to try to get advantage of you. It's not just his height. The height, we make jokes and banter all the time, but that's not how men oftentimes are trying to respect you just by the height. It's by what you carry, how you move. And so I guess maybe that crying that he was doing and the I'm sick over you when you're on your date, that amongst men, let me tell you something. If that's your boy, you gonna laugh behind his back. You might not laugh in his face because you love your boy, but behind your back, you are making so many jokes, blood. When he's not there, you remember that time when he was crying about this girl like that. But because that's how men are, right? So I think Sir James, it's disrespectful on Sir James's part. Honestly, it's disrespectful for him to say that comment on live television in front of my man. It was basically to let man know, listen, I don't see you as competition on my level. And I know some people are saying, obviously, Shon won by having his wife. It doesn't matter. You got punked by another man. We don't see it like that, fam. You having your girl is not a winning point, blood. It really isn't. You saying, but I've got the girl. It don't matter for us, man. Them. You got punked. Do you know what I mean? And the second part is this: it's LaRonda's reaction. She's laughing. No. She taking the mick. No, LaRonda, you're taking the mick. You don't respect your man. It's that simple. I'm sorry. Anyway, right, go on. I want you to jump back in, Corey. Your girl laughs at you like that, bro. What you saying, bro? Because that's mad. She started laughing.
Listen. My woman laughs at me in a situation like that. Even, like I said before, even if someone is bold enough to say this to me and my woman laughs at a joke like that, it's a wrap for me. I'm being really, really honest here. I cannot be in a relationship with a woman who will find something like that funny. So to me, I do think Sir James was testing him. I do think he was, talking noise and everything. I think he was trying to prove a point also to LaRonda. Like, look, watch me punk your man. Watch him do nothing but sit there. And then she laughed about it. So yeah, man, it's I can't do that. I can't do it. My woman has to have my back at all times.
At all time, bro. That's what I'm saying. And don't forget, he's the one that said the dragon thing, and she was like, "Not the dragon." I said, "Oh no, 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 nah. Nah." Sean, one more time, jump in, and then I'll let the ladies jump in as well because I'll get their perspective in terms of what happened there.
Yeah, no, I think like, listen, it definitely wasn't ideal. And his response, I know a couple of people were asking, what did he respond? He told, he told him to grow up. I mean, he's a comedian. I thought he would have come back with some better material. Maybe we'll see some more, but I would hope that he would have some better things. And I mean, listen, we grown. There's no need to be throwing hands over petty, stupid nonsense. But I would hope that he would check him in that moment. This isn't the conversation that you and I are going to have, right? So I would hope that, let's see. I'm going to be optimistic this time. And maybe he had some better follow up to the commentary. If he didn't, that's not a good sign, especially, you got married on the big screen. In the very early stages, we saw a lot of weakness with the crying, the throwing up, not eating your sandwich. And if you continue to allow yourself to be put in this position, then it's not going to be good for you, in terms of respecting your relationship and people respecting you, which for men, that's important. That that respect piece is super important. So I hope that he finds a better way to navigate things moving forward.